fucked up.
He better be on a job right now. He better be at work. Aren't you just so funny? I love you back. Oh, yeah, listen, guys. I'm glowing because, you know, I have that no makeup look. Hi, Miss Fancy. How's your grandbaby? Oh, guys. Oh, that's a great question. G Money Stack 55 from Queens, New York. Jesus, that's a long Instagram name. I did find out yesterday that, guys, I filmed a short called Melinda, and it's an independent film, and it had a GoFundMe page. I'm actually going to repost the GoFundMe page today because, when you have you may have an idea of what it's going to cost, but sometimes you go over budget, and so I think that it would be awesome if people could go to the GoFundMe and after donating to Houston, if you have some more money that you'd like to donate to the arts, that would be great. Guys, please don't ask me stupid questions today. I'm just not in the mood for it. I'm trying to be positive, and I don't have time for y'all's dumb-ass questions, please. No dumb questions today. I don't know about pretty no matter what, but I like that. Thank you. Hi, Deep Peasy. I love you back. Good morning. My boys are, for all these people who keep talking about how many kids I have, I'm happy you asked that question, Real Beauty. My boys are 9, 5, and 18 months. Yeah, Tyler Perry movie would be great. Oh, guys, Glam Sense Diva is here. Let me tell you something. I'm in trouble with this woman. We're supposed to be filming a commercial, which we need to do. Interview. We need to do that this week. September 30th, I am hosting the IED Awards, Image Entertainment Distinction Awards, for all of you guys who keep asking. Please go to Ticketmaster and buy your ticket. I'm hosting with Shaggy, which I'm extremely excited about. I always get excited about things that require me to use my voice that aren't just acting. So, because it's so funny. Everybody talks about my voice now, but I never knew I over-enunciated the way I do sometimes. And I don't even realize that I over-enunciate until I hear myself. I don't even know. I'm from Mississippi, okay? We can work on enunciation down there. So I don't know when in the hell I started over-enunciating, but that kind of created the shape of my voice, I guess. And people always say, comment on it. So, to have the opportunity to host and do other things with my voice, I love it because I do have a pet peeve, guys. I don't like the sound of people's voices who have no voice control. And not just singing. I don't like the sound of people's voices who can't control the sounds, even as speaking. People who talk like this, or they don't really know how to control it. I hate that. That's like my little pet peeve. So, yeah.
Being tough was more important than being educated. When Amy Lee came along, I knew immediately that I had to give her something different.
Yes, guys, I stay with haters. But it's okay, because if you got time to hate, that means you don't have shit going on in your life. Because who has time to come on Instagram, of all places, to hate? Yes, Frank, I got a big head. Ain't nothing I can do about it but contour when I put my makeup on. Anyway, so back to work. I'm hosting September 30th. I'm hosting the IED Awards along with Shaggy. September 20th is my birthday, so I want a bunch of gifts in the mail for my birthday. I'm going to be 41, and I don't hold back this year, guys. Please, don't hold back. Look, if you want me to have something great, go ahead and send it. I need it, because it's my birthday. I'm getting old, and, you know, sometimes material things make women feel good. So, for this birthday, I want to be extremely material. I want a bunch of gifts. Please. And 10 days after that is what? The IED Awards that I'm hosting along with Shaggy. And Madonna, I don't know if you guys ever followed Glam Sense Divas. And speaking of my voice, she's always loved my voice and always like, you need to be doing this and you need to be doing that with your voice. So, you know, when people say things like that, it's awesome that they can create work for you. So, I might have to call her back because she's going to kill me because I was supposed to call her back last week. And I better get the hell off live so I can call her back before I get in trouble. Set up. Oh, what's up, Kevin? I call her back so we can set this interview up. Let's see here. Yeah, Virgos do rule. We are the... Oh, what are the little things I do to get the me time? Well, this is something that I am starting to do that's brand new to me, and that is so that all your days don't just go together, right? So when you have a routine, like getting up, getting the kids dressed, doing this, doing that, like in the run of a week, by the time you get to Friday, you're just so happy that you got to Friday that you really kind of forgot the little nuances that propel you forward or that you need to work on. And so I've decided that to make every day meaningful for me, I'm going to take a minute to write about the kids, first of all, so that it's not just... I mean, it's just got to be 5 minutes. You know, it doesn't have to be in your best penmanship, but just write out my thoughts really quickly, or little things that happen with the kids, even if it has to be 1, 2, 3, 4, not in paragraph form, and you just write it out. And then little things I do. Little things for me are very difficult right now, even if it comes to trying to get to a movie premiere, which I've missed 2 over the last month because... you know, I've had to be here with my kids, and that's like real mom life, and I cringe sometimes when I have to make that phone call to cancel, because that would be my me time, like really investing in the things I love. My time right now is so limited that every time I leave my house, it's a chore, it's a huge financial obligation, it's so many different things. So, you know, I get it. It's really hard to have your me time. But I think that you have to be very clear on what you need to do for you. Like, whether it's working out, whether it's, you know, getting your coffee, no matter what it is, figure out what it is you're trying to do. Because what does me time really mean? Is me time mean like no one's bothering you for 10 minutes? Because sometimes that shit is good. Like, if I can go 30 minutes and no one's asking me a question, no one's bothering me about anything, that feels really good. So what do you want in your me time? And then sometimes you just gotta take 30 minutes on your way to pick up the kids, or after you pick up the kids in your room, get them busy doing something, and just breathe. Like, me time may be the smallest of things, you know. For me, it could just be like reading something really quickly. I've been trying to do Bikram yoga for like 10 years and just have not been able to take a class. I found like a new class in Astoria that I want to take. It would be great if I could get to it. So, you know, I'm telling you, like, yes, and health. Like, those small things are so important. Like, yesterday after I worked out, I was so freaking tired. I didn't know what to do. And I had to just take a minute, like 30 minutes. I went in my room, I got on the computer and tried to like get some little things done. And then Kaz wanted to play Jenga. and he's been asking to play Jenga since the day before. So I had to stop everything, go play Jenga with him, and realize like just he and I playing Jenga, like I just connected with him and was able to just like see his little personality. And you live in Astoria, so there was like a Dip Mars. There was like a Bikram yoga place that I want to take over there. I got to see like, you know, how he's kind of grown, because like I'm with my kids every day, but sometimes I'm like, go do this, okay, go do this, your brother fell, pick him up, all right, go to the table, tell me, go wash your hands, go clean your nose, go brush your teeth. So it's just like, you know, just like the whole supervisor, okay, I'm playing the supervisor role, that I just had to stop and just be like a mom and just watch him and his mannerisms. And it was like, it was, so for me, that became like my little me time, although it was with him, you know, and what that meant to him just to play Jenga. So I have to make sure that we do that again today. And sometimes I have to, like, they may not be able to do their homework at the same time. Like, I can let Jameson start his homework while I do something with Cass, or let Cass do something while I'm doing something with Jameson. And, you know, Gunnar is always here. So, you know, like that me time may not be something that's really grand or something that's huge, but you could take those few moments and make them what you need to be. Or sometimes you need to just take, you know, your you time and come up with a list of things, even in your bad day, as to why you can be grateful, so you can take a deep breath and keep pushing forward. Because the one thing you don't want to do as a mom is you don't want to allow your children to see the frustration that you have with whatever's going on in your life. And listen, we're all guilty of it. We're all guilty of it. You know, of being frustrated about something, and that frustration turns into energy towards our kids, like, you know, the lack of patience, or, you know, something that could be so simple that they get yelled at, but it wasn't even meant the way you interpret it, but because you're so frustrated. So, you know, we're all a work in progress and process. Oh, who should be blocked, guys? I'm missing it. Was I supposed to block somebody? You know what I found out, though? Real beauty is that sometimes the household things just have to fall by the wayside. I learned, like, listen, sometimes I don't get a chance to clean up, and I have someone that helps me, you know, with keeping the house together. But sometimes, like, when I'm like really stressed, or I have so much to do and the house is a mess, and I'm a Virgo, it's really hard for me to function when the house is a mess. I literally will get on my hands and knees with Windex and a paper towel to clean the bathroom floor quickly. And like, I have the Lysol wipes. So that just helps maintain things that don't take all day. Once you have kids, I know people will talk shit if your house is not together, but you know what? You can't drive yourself crazy to get a house spick and span just for kids to go right back and mess it up. So as long as things are or clean, you know, in terms of like wipe down with your Lysol Clorox wipes, you know, the floor is done up, you know, with your Swiffer or whatever. I mean, you may not get everything in the way you used to keep it before you had kids, and that's something I had to realize, because that was crazy. It's really hard to get to that point, but you know, you can't drive yourself crazy. If that means like you got to now pay people to pick up the laundry, because believe it or not, having people pick up your laundry and do it is not that expensive, but you know, you may have to pay to get your laundry done just so you have a peace of mind. You may have to pay someone to come in and deep clean your house once a month. Like, you can't drive yourself crazy trying to keep the house together and deal with these kids. I learned that a long time ago. You know, trying to do all the laundry, trying to keep the man, trying to take care of the kids. Meanwhile, my cuticles have completely taken over my nails. Oh, let me see who I'm blocking. There you go. Someone said block. Now that I know. I don't really know why people are so angry. I don't know why it's so difficult for people to just go to the pages of the people that they like. And then got the nerve to have 2 children up here. Girl. People need a life. God bless them, whatever. God bless them or fuck them, whatever. All right, so she's blocked. Any more kids? Girl. You about to make my eyes get big. I said I was pregnant by Peter? When I say that? Yes, people be angry for no reason. People be angry about something that happened on the show 3 years ago. Right, Bubba? People be like, oh, why she have that other baby by Peter? Because I wanted him. That's my Bubba. I love you, baby. I love this baby. Who are people to tell me anything about you, huh? Yes, guys, I get it. I need to clean plates too. But let me tell you, I am not going to kill myself everything. Dr. Brad Cotton. The topic is, someone asked the question, what, about, trying to get your mommy me time. And so I was just talking about trying to, little tricks that I do. And sometimes I just have to get over the fact that the house just cannot be perfect like I want it. And sometimes, my me time is just about optimizing 15 minutes of a thought process to just reevaluate what's most important. And, okay, I don't want my kids to see me frustrated. I shouldn't be taking my frustration out on them because they're being kids. They're being loud. They're being obnoxious and they won't sit down. They shouldn't feel the wrath of my frustration. And sometimes your me time has to be very clear on why you need the me time and what you need to do. So your me time, so that it's productive. It has to be, your me time has to be productive for you, even if it's just, I have to be honest, sometimes, my me time it's all the way down to getting 30 minutes to answer some emails or phone calls that I need to make. And like I said before, it's so hard for me to really get out of the house. It's just really hard. But I find a way to do it. And now the school is starting. I need to be in this house every day, making sure homework is getting done. I would like some of the homework burden relieved off of me, but I don't ever assume that I don't ever put that burden for someone else to do my kids' homework, to help them with their homework. Because I don't really know how they're helping them. I don't know if they're helping them that is conducive to their own creativity. I don't know if they're kind of, you just don't know. So I always like to be a part of that process. Listen, before the Goddess Potential, my me time was turning in my chapters on time. And there is a chapter in the Goddess Potential that talks about dating yourself. And my self dates were completing my chapters for the Goddess Potential, because I thought it was just something I was going to be able to write out really quickly. And sometimes I had to really think about that stuff. I had to really go and read and do some research. And although the Goddess Potential is a self-help book, and it's about where I started to move forward and all the craziness that was going on, I had to go to my other self-help books that I was reading at the time and go and work on myself, so that I could then tell you. It doesn't mean that I'm perfect. It just means that, the bubble guppies are on. Yes, you guys, my TV's always on cartoons. Cartoons are the Spanish channel. Aw, I don't talk too much. Someone asked me a question, so I have to answer it.
Did you find any yet? Not yet. Alright. Wait a minute.
Yeah, guys. I was just thinking today. I was like, you know what? I'm tired of this bun. We gotta put some hair in, and and I gotta get glammed up. It wasn't hard coming up with the writing ideas, but I can't take all the credit for that. It could have been harder, maybe if I didn't have help, but Allie was really wonderful about creating a guideline. So once the guideline was created, we just stayed within it. And then if we had to go outside of that, then we talked about how far outside of that we needed to go, and then we stuck to that. Guys, everybody also wants to know if I'm dating. I mean, that's a heavy word. Like, you know, like, it's, when I finally get out of this house to go and be outside of the kids, I don't know if I want to be on a date. I just like to hang out with my girlfriends. I'm not saying that's the best thing, but I just want like a stress-free environment. I don't really want to be answering a lot of questions. So it's difficult when you have kids, like, to kind of date. And I don't like, everybody knows I don't really like dating anyway. I don't, even before kids, I didn't like dating. I met somebody and the energy was right, and it just flowed from there. I'm not learning Spanish. No, I'm not. Guys, you all know I got caught cheating on my Spanish test in the 8th grade, and I started taking, don't laugh, after I got caught cheating on my, not the 8th grade, 10th grade, after I got caught cheating on my Spanish test, I started taking German. So I took German, I studied German for a couple of years. I know what you guys are thinking, no jokes, no funny comments, but I started taking German. So at Jameson School, they have like they always have like a little bookshelf in the front where you can get books for your kids. Like you can just take them, and then you can bring them back once your child is reading them. But it's also, you don't always have all these books at home. And so that was great because normally I go and I buy a bunch of books, but I picked up 3 new books for Jameson to read in lieu of getting back onto his reading list. So we picked up a few books for him to knock out. The funny comments. What did I say? Did I say something funny? I don't even remember. I forgot what I said that was funny. Maybe it was a German comment. Yeah, so they read over the summer, but they pretty much read all of those books. And right now, Jameson just has a bunch of comic books to read. And I don't mind him reading comic books, but I need him to, now the school's back, we need him to read books with like a storyline and introducing new words and that kind of thing. Like, to challenge his thought process, all that good stuff. No, I don't have a stroller to give away. Those strollers, my extra strollers were already given away. Oh, the German. Yes, okay, yes. Because I know what you guys are thinking. It was just, you know, it's so random. It's so funny. I probably could only say 5 things in German, which I won't say, but from what I remember, you know, when you don't practice a language, you don't remember it. So, you know, maybe if I studied it again, some of it will come back to me. Some of it will not. But I did study German from high school throughout college. It was fun too. My German teacher and professor in college was actually Chinese. Cool. That's so sweet. I appreciate that.
Of course they do. We need your help to find the right set of ears for this elephant.
Guys, I can't say anything in Italian because I only took... So, once I got my master's, as a gift, the university gives you one free class after that, and I took Italian. And, all right. What are you singing over there? What are you singing over there?
That's a piggy nose. Noses are really long, so they can pick stuff up.
Hi, I'm way too sexy for you. Hey, please, don't pull the keyboard, please. Please.
This one, a trunk. Yeah, a trunk. An elephant's nose is called a trunk. Here you go. Want to stop?
You want me to turn the keyboard off?
Serious stuff.
Hi, Daddy. Anyway, guys, I gotta go. You cook a mean lasagna. You're so funny. Maybe I should make it for my kids, and I haven't made lasagna. I haven't made lasagna since Jameson was a very little kid. It's too time consuming, too many ingredients, and I don't, you know, I'm not a cheese person. Like, I don't like cooking everything, like, it requires some sort of cheese. I don't really like cooking it. Oh, that is Audrey Hepburn and one of my favorite paintings.
Get up here. What are you doing? I'm trying to call him out. They love trumpets. Well, elephants do make trumpet sounds, but I don't think that's...
Now what? Dr. Brad, you can't say you'll marry me. I could be crazy. Tell him. Say my mom is crazy. See, my mom is crazy. Hi, Bubba. Hi, my baby. Look at those eyes, guys. Look at those eyes. Oh, my God. Those eyes are so beautiful, baby. I did such a good job when I made those. Are you gonna burp? Oh, nasty pig. You little nasty pig. I did such a good job when I made those eyes. Ooh, this your shoe? You want me to put your shoes on? One. Where's two? Where is two? I only have one. I only have one. And, two. Hi, baby. I don't know why we got to put your shoes on. You want to put your shoes on right now? Or wrong foot? Here. Maybe we should put some powder in your shoes. You want to put like some foot powder? Guys, he likes to wear everyone's shoes. This is the first time he goes to get his shoes to put on. Normally, he gets Kaz's or Jameson's or my flip-flops. Someone said, why aren't I drunk? Well, probably because it's, what is this, Wednesday morning? Maybe not such a good idea. Alright, guys, I gotta go for real because you guys like to keep me on this live when I have to go. I know y'all love me. I love you back. But Gunner and I, we gotta go to work, baby. If we don't work, we don't eat, right? If we don't work, we don't eat. Tell them, say you're too young to go hungry. Oops. Oh, hold on. There we go. Oops.